You're never gonna believe this, but I have scored a Chanel bag for as low as $40 and a vintage Louis Vuitton suitcase for just $600. Today, I'm gonna share all my secrets with you so you can get these deals too. You're definitely gonna wanna stay to the end of this video because my last secret is the secret that is gonna be of the most value to the majority of you. Hey guys, it's Christina. Welcome to my channel. It is no secret that I'm obsessed with designer handbags, but what I might be obsessed with more is finding a good deal. I love to find good deals and share them with you. So if you are into attainable luxury, you're gonna want to subscribe to my channel. And I cannot wait to share these secrets with you. There's no gatekeeping around here. It brings me so much joy to see all of you get these deals as well, because there's really no reason to pay full price for anything. One of the best kept secrets to get amazing deals on designer bags are sample sales. And this used to be something you could only do if you were in New York City. However, sample sales are now online, so all of us can access it. And a lot of sample sales have gone into other cities. So I live in Dallas. We have amazing sample sales here. And I know that they also host them in Chicago as well as Los Angeles. So if you live in those cities, you can get these deals too. But the good news is all of you that do not live in those cities, they are online, and I have scored some amazing things online. I recently just shopped a bunch of sample sales myself online, and so they are called 260samplesale.com. Don't worry guys, everything will be linked in my description box, but it doesn't hurt to get out a pen and paper because I am just spilling the tea right now. This stuff is insane. So I went to the Cult Gaia sample sale here in Dallas last week, and I got this bag. I paid $90 for it, and I believe this retails for close to $400, but it's brand new with the tags. Sample sales are incredible. If you live locally to one, definitely go early. The lines get crazy, but if you want to shop from your own home, you definitely can. They drop new sample sales literally every week. I have seen almost every brand you could dream of on these sample sales. It's not so much designers like Louis Vuitton, but I have heard that they've done Prada in the past, and they do brands like Cult Gaia, and I think this was such a steal. I got this ginormous Chanel tote for around $1,000, which if you know about Chanel, that is an amazing deal because a bag like this would cost you probably $4,000 to $5,000. I love this bag. It is so fun, and that brings me to my next big secret. You need to be doing our Poshmark live shows. Okay, I'm gonna warn you, they get very addicting and you have to have time because it is a live person. It's like being at a live auction, but everybody can do them because they're on Poshmark and they're just going through inventory. I will leave in my description box some of my favorite hosts that do Poshmark live shows. They're wild, they're fun, and you can score ridiculous deals. My bag did come with an authenticity certificate, so a lot of the sellers on here are very reputable that are reselling designer bags. I also got this Gucci key holder. It has a little heart on it. It is so cute. You guys, I got this for $19 on a Poshmark live show. It is absolutely addicting and wild, and I have to limit myself for when I go on there because I will spend hours. It is crazy what you can find. Now, some of the Poshmark live shows, the items are not in pristine condition. Some of them are damaged, or some of them are just like really worn down. But they're very good about showing the item to you on camera, and they do tell you those things. But you can also get things in amazing condition like this. I also got this super cute Louis Vuitton bag on a Poshmark Live. These I've seen on the resale market for like over $1,000, and I got this for just a couple hundred, and it's in really, really good condition. So I'm telling you, Poshmark Live shows are a great way to find discounted designer bags. I got a Chanel bag for $40. Yes, $40. You're probably like, is it fake? No, it's not. And here's how I know. The girl who was selling it, I actually spoke to her. She is an SA at Louis Vuitton, and she was just selling off some of her collection. So where do people go to sell their collection? There's a place in Dallas called Clover. It also exists in Utah, Arizona, Oklahoma, and I know they have plans to open in a lot of other states. This is unfortunately not an online store, but I have seen similar versions to this at other cities. So basically what it is a place where you rent a booth. Anybody can rent a booth, anyone like me or you, just go in, rent a booth, and then you sell things from your closet. I have been selling stuff from my closet here, so I've made friends with a lot of the people selling, and it is crazy what you can find. A lot of people are just selling their designer items or their clothes or whatever it is. But yes, this girl, she worked for Louis Vuitton. She was selling this. She was selling Louis Vuitton clothes. She was selling Gucci shoes. She was just like getting rid of a bunch of stuff. I'm sure when you work for a place like Louis Vuitton, you start accumulating things and people just want to get rid of their stuff. So if you can find a place like this where people rent booths, this is not just like a new concept. I looked up other places. There are places called Pre-Love. I know that they have them in Houston. It's just the concept is you rent a booth and you sell stuff out of your booth. You need to be going here as a shopper. You can find insane stuff. Like I found that, and I also found a Louis Vuitton suitcase. This is a vintage Louis Vuitton suitcase. I got it for $600. This would retail almost for $4,000 to $5,000 in the store. I'm gonna insert a little mini video right here where you can see me finding this. I was so excited. Once again, this girl had other Louis Vuitton items in her little closet that she was selling. She just had a bunch of it. She was trying to get rid of it. If you're nervous about buying something that is not authentic, you should go to realauthentication.com. Again, guys, don't worry. I will leave all this stuff in my description box. I know I'm saying a lot of things. You can go there and take photos of what you want to buy. You can pay a little bit of an additional fee to get the results in 1 hour. So that way, if you are in stores looking at something, they will tell you if it's real or not, and you can have a peace of mind, because it is sometimes a little scary when you're not buying from like a store that promises authenticity. So if you're going to a thrift store or like a concept like this, you don't know if it's real. It helps if you know your brands. And if you're that type of person who has a lot of luxury goods, you might be better at discerning fakes from someone who doesn't really know the difference between the two, but it's always good to have a second opinion. So I definitely recommend just going and getting it authenticated for a peace of mind. I was literally so shook that I found this. It is so gorgeous. Like, what? Can you believe it? I mean, I'm just amazed. Okay, I got my Chanel mini flap for about 40% off, which is crazy. And this brings me to my next secret, which is a consignment store I'm obsessed with, and good news, it's online. They do have some stores in California. I've never been to it. I do all my shopping online and I'm obsessed with them, and it is called Fashionfile. You need to be shopping here, okay? I get so many of my bags here, and they recently partnered with Neiman Marcus, I wanna say maybe like 4 or 5 years ago, but I've noticed they've been doing a lot more discounts lately. Almost every single month, they are constantly giving you an extra like 10% off, sometimes 15 or 20, but they're always having like a good monthly sale. Definitely follow me on Instagram because I always post on my stories when they're doing an extra discount. I got this Christian Dior book tote from Fashionfile, and I got this for a couple $1,000s cheaper than if I would have bought it in stores, and it was a rare color. So that's one thing I love about shopping at Fashionfile. If it's a hard to find color, you can sometimes find it there. And you can also find vintage items that are no longer sold in stores. This is a vintage crossbody bag. This is from the early 2000s. It was a collaboration, and it's one of my favorite lines that Louis Vuitton ever did, but obviously they don't sell it anymore. So Fashionfile is like my favorite place to go when I'm trying to look for a vintage bag like this one. And they have like thousands and thousands of inventory. You literally can find whatever you're looking for on there. I promise you, you will find it. That was just a small peek into my designer collection, but I have a ton of designer bags. I'm going to leave this video right here. Go check out my entire handbag collection. And I promise you, a lot of them were purchased from these secrets that I just shared with you. So head on over there and I'll see you in that video. Bye guys.